calling from office or home?
I'm working from home. So I'm at home
Okay,
right now. Yeah. So
nice.
right now it's 7:02. So I got off of work around 4:30.
Okay,
So then, went down, make dinner for families and all stuff, and then get myself ready for you guys. So I'm excited. So whenever you guys ready.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think let's just give one more minute, and we can just start it, and then those that come in later then can join later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no problem. I could wait for another, 3 or 4 minutes or whatever. Normally over here we give them 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Five
five
minutes?
minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Then we're gonna run.
I'm trying to lose as well. Last time we had another events with a Japanese actually, and we're like, okay, 8 a.m. gonna be exactly at 8 a.m.
Yeah, they
Started
are
right
very
away.
punctual,
Yeah, very strict.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
they're, but for for us American, yeah, 5 minutes to give you guys 5 minute layover.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah. So what kind of event are you going to after this?
um, the other one that I'm participating is on data protections.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now Cambodia is moved toward digital, and then one of the things on the hot topic is also how to protect
Right.
consumer data.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another law that's drafting and potentially coming, in the future. Not sure exact date, but in terms of pretty much around data protection and consumer protections law, so data privacy in
Good.
line with the ASEAN, just like similar to GDPR. Since it's super important to ensure data is well protected.
That's a challenge, that I mean, like that's a challenge for us as a data scientists. Data
Mm,
quality, data security, and then there are so many different like legality that they put on the data. So for us as a data science, when we are doing everything depending on data, if it's like a specific data that we cannot get, it's limited our predictions, our forecast. So,
mm,
but then at the same time, I mean, like you don't want to abuse individuals' privacy. So,
yeah. And it'll be interesting as well because I mean many businesses over here perhaps are not ready for it, and when this come to play, how they can ensure they are ready in terms of compliance. Um,
yeah, I would be very interested to hear about it too. So make sure you share some ideas or some informations when you are done. Yeah, I would be
sure,
very
yeah,
interested to learn about it. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Okay, I think we are 8:05. Perhaps we can get started right away. So to start with, just a bit descriptions and introduction about myself as well. And then we'll hand over to our guest speaker today's. Really thanks for your time, Sokniang, to to just make an evening of your times over there for us over here. We are very early in the morning, but everyone's stay up as we grab our coffee or get ready to kick off our day. My name is Sokna. I'm the president at DataU Academy. So I'm very excited today to have everyone join this event of interactive chats on data science with Sok Niangs. And I think I'll pass over to Sok Niang to introduce herself a little bit. We've been know each other for several years now, and actually we have not met in person too, but through conversations, virtual, and getting this opportunity to pretty much share today. Given that our pretty much session today is very small. So I think I would like this to be a bit more interactive. I think so. Perhaps an opportunity for everyone to maybe introduce themselves a little bit so that we know each other better as well. So without further waiting, perhaps I'll start with Sogne to introduce, please.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah,
stage.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Well, just want to say thank you again, for having me. And, I feel very honored to be a guest speaker today to talk about data science and data analytics, and I'm very happy to see everybody joining here, but not showing their face. Would be nice if you guys like turn on the video. I promise I won't bite. So it would be nice to, to put some face down and having some chat and interactive about analytics and data science, because I know the reason what you are here, because you are somewhat and somehow interested in analytics and data science. Just like Sagna were mentioned earlier, today it's basically more of not a formal presentation or anything like that. It's just, I would like to be more interactive and learning about you, and you learn about me in terms of like data science and analytic, in Cambodia versus here in America. And we could just share ideas and learn from each other in terms of, what type of things you guys do over there, what kind of tool you use, or what kind of thing I do over here, what kind of tools I use. So so my name is Sugne Dursky. I've been in the US since 1993. I was born in Phnom Penh, Phnom Penh, but I never actually lived there. If you count like 2 months, of my birth living in Cambodia, then yes, I live in Cambodia for 2 months. And then my family fled to Thailand, and then I basically grew up in Thailand refugee camp for like 9 years. And then I came to the US. So I'm not going to like pinpoint the year, because you guys gotta know, exactly how old I am and all that stuff. But anyway, so I came here, went to, elementary school, grade school, middle school, high school, and college in the US. And I got really interested in data, big data back then. I don't know, like maybe about 10 years ago, a lot of people talk about big data, data analytic, data science. Back then, not a lot of people talk about data science. They're talking more like about mathematics, statistics, and analytics. Not a lot of people know about data science, until like maybe seven or 8 years ago. That's when like everybody kind of like talk more about data science and then AIs and everything like that. So pretty much that's basically kind of like an overall about me. And in terms of education wise and professional wise, I have my undergrad in mathematics and in mathematics, and then I have my master in mathematics emphasis in statistics. And I have an opportunity to work for one of the largest United Health Group, which is the health insurance company in the US. I've been there for like, I think almost 5 years. And then I have an opportunity to also work for the health, not health insurance, but it's more like a casualty insurance, like the car insurance. When you drive, you have to buy an insurance to pay for your liability or your collisions or whatnot. So I get to work in that space for 1 year, but I didn't really like it, because I think my passion is really, really into the healthcare perspective, even though, I'm kind of working in the back end, helping people or saving life, making them, healthier, indirectly through data science and through data science and analytics. But then recently I got another opportunity here working as the health insurance again with another company. It's called the Cigna Health Insurance, working as a data science. And so, so basically I've been working as data science for almost six, 7 years, like the core data science. And I really enjoyed it a lot. And I want to share my knowledge and my idea to our Cambodian community in Cambodia, because I know Cambodia is growing, the new tools and technology and computer science, and everybody is studying and all that stuff. So I thought, to share my not an expertise, it's just basically what I know. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. And I would love to learn all of you guys, learn about all of you guys. What are your interests and what is your background in terms of educations? And if you could tell me a little bit about your interest in terms of what you do for fun. So in terms for me, what I do for fun, I love singing. I love dancing. I love go hiking and cooking and just like gathering with friends and socialize. So that's a little bit about me. So.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I wonder if we can share a bit of introductions. So if we can go around the rooms, just quick introduction about yourself. 1 minute. Yeah, pretty much very brief. So maybe your education, your interests, like Suknian said. Anybody want to raise your hand and then just unmute and then share a bit about yourselves before we get further into the event?
Just a quick question: is everybody here are Khmer, or are they like non-Khmer individual as well? Because I could speak Khmer too. I could speak, and I could, but during my presentation, I could speak mix of Khmer and English. If that's going to be okay, I'm able to do that as well.
I would assume everyone is Khmer. Okay, Nimol, based on the names, and I think we only have Khmer participant today, based on the registrations.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, Bong and
Hi, Nimol.
Bong, Sukning and Bong. Suknya, right?
Sukning.
and
Yeah, you can call me
Sukning.
Suki. You can call me
and
Suki.
everyone. So my name is Nimol, and currently I am a senior college student majoring in digital business. So like currently I'm really interested in data analytics, and for the next 2 months my school will require me to do internship for defense and complete my bachelor degree. So hopefully, like right now, I looking for data analyst or data science intern, and also in the process, I'm self learning about data analyst as well. And this also the reason why I'm joining here. I want to get to hear you perspective or learn about data science more. And yeah, what else?
That's great. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You. Yeah, hopefully after this kind of collaborative and chatting about, analytic and data science, you'll be learning more and get you more excited about data science. It is a very cool, I think it's a very awesome kind of like field to go into right now, because if you know about AI, right? AI and the back end of AI is basically data science. AI cannot do anything if you don't have data science in the back end. So yeah, I mean, nice meeting you, Nimol. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah. You could keep your camera on, Nimol. That would be great if you can. It's okay. Everybody seems shy, or maybe they just don't like me.
Hello, Mom.
Hello.
Hey,
Good morning, Wong.
Good
Uh,
morning.
yeah, but I think in your location maybe it's not morning.
It's evening
It's
here.
evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, I'm in Florida and
yeah,
in Florida. So at least I'm not in Minnesota. I don't know, how much you know about the state in the US here. Right now is winter.
yeah. I know
So
it is, but
Minnesota is
like
really cold.
it's very in US it's very huge, and then it has many different location and the weather. So I think it's hard. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Soklong. Actually, I'm currently work in the lab. So I'm a researcher in NLP, and I'm working mostly on my NLP, and also I interesting in data science. In I used to work in the bank as at the bank as like a business analytic. So I really want to know your use case, because somehow even in currently student is like many student interesting in data science, but like sometimes they don't see many use case, like how that they can implement in the real life or in the specific domain. So they just want to be data scientist, but when I ask which domain or which field, like in financial or in specific field, and they say I don't know. So that's why it's good like
Mm-hmm.
to join with you today, and like to listen, and maybe you could sharing some use case that in the US has implemented, because sometimes we need a lot of data or to see many use case. If the company is small and have less data, so it cannot like implement more use case.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, I could show you some use cases and then kind of like give you guys some more ideas in terms of like what can we do as a data science and what kind of applications that they are currently using using data science in the real world to help the business solve the problems. So yes,
yeah,
definitely we could talk about that. I'm excited. So yeah. So what do you like to do for fun?
mostly right now I start like do a lot of like some small exercise, jogging, walking, or some play badminton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds good. Sounds
yeah,
good. So, quick question. You were saying that you were working and doing research in the NLP, the natural language processing.
yes,
Is that correct? Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool space to get into too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I should move to the next person. Yeah.
yeah. Who wanna go next? Just quick.
If
Maybe for
nobody
a better of
volunteered, just called on their name.
yeah. I was gonna say. But Dave, would you like to go? It's an invitation here. If you can spend a bit to share with us about yourself. Are you there, Batai?
Okay, start from meditation.
Okay, Bora.
Yes. The first good morning, Song Liang, and good morning, Mosca. I'm a senior student of ITC. I'm a student. I'm a data science student. Yes, I have
Wonderful.
related exploring, but I want to know so much more about data science from you. I hope today I can get new information and insight can improve my knowledge much more. Because next year I must be find a thesis and internship to my previous and different.
It's kind of hard for me to hear. Can you speak a bit louder? Is this Bunra?
Yes, sure. Maybe my computer's sound is very low. I don't know what happened.
I can hear you better now.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Next, you wanna go to Pratana? You there, Pratana? Hi, Pratana. Maybe not. But are you back yet? If not, we'll move to the next person first. Then when you guys back, then share us a bit about yourself. Savannah, are you there?
Yeah, Bong. Do you?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Good, Bong.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bong Suk Niang and Bong Suk Nhá.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm student. I'm 4 years student at data science. I'm interested in this topic because in the future year I'm going to have an internship, and I don't know yet how to apply the data in I don't know yet how to where I am going to take internship, and I'm also interested in this topic. All well.
Okay. So I'm just saying, it's like, if you guys feel more comfortable to speak in Khmer, I could understand Khmer pretty well. But if if that's easier for some of you guys, because I know sometimes you guys are shy because of the English. I'm shy speaking Khmer too. My Khmer is not great, but I could speak and I could understand. I would try. But if you guys think that speaking Khmer is better, that's gonna be good for me too. Then I'll learn more Khmer from you guys in terms of like the technical language of Pisa Khmer. So yes, welcome to speak. Don't be shy. But if you want to keep it with English, that's also good for me too.
យ៉ាអញ្ចឹងបើត្រូវការនិយាយខ្មែរអាចនិយាយខ្មែរបានព្រោះគិតថាទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់
Did
យើងបានទាំងអ
Sukha
ស់គ្នា
tell you
ដែរ
guys not to speak Khmer?
ឡើយយើងទៅម្នាក់ទៀតដែរសុផលហើយប្រាថ្នាដូចថាជាមកវិញចាំមើលសុផលនៅនេះអាច share ពីខ្លួនយើងបន្តិចទៅ
បាទសួស្តីបងសុកណានិងបងសុកនាងខ្ញុំសូមនិយាយខ្មែរ
Okay, sounds good.
ខ្ញុំឈ្មោះសុផលហើយ currently ខ្ញុំកំពុងធ្វើជា data science researcher ហើយនិង lecturer នៅ CADT ខ្ញុំកំពុងអង្គុយ office ជាមួយហឹមសុកឡុង ខ្ញុំធ្វើការមួយគ្នាហើយពីអ្នកខ្ញុំក៏ជាអ្នក co-running master program នៅ CADT ដែរហើយខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ខ្ញុំបញ្ចប់ master មកពីបារាំង AI for One Health.
Oh, nice.
ហើយខ្ញុំ interesting ខាង data science especially in health.
Yeah. So what do you like to do for fun?
Let's say my hobby is football, watching football, playing football, and
yeah, football ហ្នឹង football អាមេរិកកាំងឬក៏ football
Europe
Europe
បាទអាមេរិក soccer ឯងបង
Yeah. No, that's good. So you said that you had a degree from France. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
That's
so that's
awesome.
all for me.
Yep. Nice meeting you.
Okay. Thanks, Paul. Pratna, you there?
Yeah, but I cannot open my cameras, so.
Okay, that's
anyway.
fine
I think
too.
ខ្ញុំថាគាត់កុហកឯងព្រោះអត់ចង់មើលអត់ចង់ឲ្យយើងឃើញ
Sorry. My laptop does not have the built-in camera.
Webcam.
So, yeah. So a little bit more about me. I'm a fifth-year telecommunication and network engineer student at ITC. I'm currently doing a project which is on the forecasting energy consumption on smart meter. I'm having a hard time finding data set in Asia, especially on smart meter like power consumption. So I'm hopefully getting some idea from you guys how where to get those data set, or maybe not. That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, what do you like to do for fun? You forgot the fun part.
Oh, sorry. I do love video games, and also I love reading comics in general, and yeah, that is
Video
all. Thank you.
games.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said that you've been in data science for how many years?
Oh, I recently learned about this data science domain.
Data science. Okay.
For like
But you
2
said that you
years.
do some forecasting, right?
Yeah, only on power consumption.
Power consumption. Okay. That's cool. Maybe I could learn some stuff from you. Can I ask like what tools or technology you use for forecasting and what kind of methodology you do?
I'm doing this on like the Max model and finding the trend or seasonality on the time series. But I'm still learning the best practice to find the hidden trends in the data set. So it's not finished yet. It's like on the EDA part only.
Gotcha. So, like I said, this is going to be more like interactive and ask question and learning from each other. So like, you guys would learn about what other people is doing. And then he just mentioned about time series, right? So time series is one of, basically, you could consider an algorithm for data science, because like data science, they use, like different type of algorithm technique that appropriate to use for solving the business problem, depending on what the business problem is having an issues with, and want us as an analytic and data science to resolve. So just want to give an example. Time series is one of them that you could use. And forecasting, like he said, the power consumption, I think that's also a good technique to use, but there's also other type of techniques as well. So yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. Do we have any more people left to introduce themselves?
I think only Wattai left. If Wattai is here, share a bit about yourself. If not, I think we can continue and then get started.
Okay.
Wattai, you there?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay. I'm a little bit shy, so okay. My name
It's okay. I'm shy too.
My name is Wattai, and currently I am a business administration student with concentration on business analytics, and so I'm joining this interactive event because right now I'm in the middle of the torn. Like I'm torning between choosing between business analytic and data analytic. So I just want to know a little bit overview about what's it's connected.
Okay.
And that's it.
You forget one more thing.
What do you do for fun?
Okay.
I think
So
everybody
now,
could point that out. Can everybody help with they?
so normally I just go to the beach because like my area is like is like a town of the a beach town. So yeah.
Where
So
is that?
are you living in Kampong Sound?
No, so I'm in the California. Santa Cruz is like a beach town.
You in
Oh,
California?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. So you're in the US. So like it's pretty late at your end as well.
Yeah, it's so right now it's like 5:30 and I'm just prepared for my dinner. So yeah,
Yeah. What are you cooking?
like a Cambodian food, like a stir fry
Cambodian
chicken.
food, that's really general. We have a lot of Cambodian food, right?
Yeah, but my town is like a Mexican's town. We don't have like really have a Cambodian market over here. So yeah.
Yeah, I could relate to you because I am living in Florida and I feel like I'm the only Cambodian American here in Florida, and most of them are like, Caucasian, Thai, Philippine, Hawaiian. So yeah, it's really hard to find a good Khmer food. The only Khmer food you could find is like if you cook yourself. I mean, like not
Yeah.
yourself, cook by yourself. Cook for yourself. Yeah.
Exactly.
I can feel that too when I was in France.
So you're also in France as well. You were in
Yeah.
France. Oh
Yes.
wow. Maybe we could start speaking in French. Tu parles français avec
No.
moi?
Un petit peu.
Okay. So it sounds like everybody have different level of analytic levels. I was thinking like maybe I could start with an introductions of data science. I did have a kind of slide prepare the last minute, so please, you're probably gonna see some mistake in my writing, so just point it out. I won't be mad. And I know some of you guys had a lot of many years experience in analytics and forecasts. So please just be patient for our other colleagues as well, to learn more about Cambodia. To learn about data science and how data science could be applied to different business and use case. Maybe you guys could use that information and then apply in Cambodia. So as that being said, we could get started. And to those who had, multiple years of data analytics and forecast and data science, please jump in and share with our individual who are currently in school and trying to learn about analytics, or trying to make decision whether they want to continue with the business analyst or analytics or data science. Please feel free to share that as well. So before I get started, does anybody have any questions or suggestion to our colleague in this meeting here? Please speak out, guys. To make it more fun, you guys gotta speak. Okay, so if you guys don't have any things, we could get started. Let me pull out my presentation here. And like I said, you know, this is going to be a bit boring for some of you guys, but it's going to be informative to some of you guys as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Hopefully I'm sharing the right screen, the right presentation. Please let me know if you're able to see it. Do you see my presentation here moving around? Do you see it?
No.
No? Okay, I might have to stop sharing, or let me share window. Just bear with me for a couple minutes here. Okay. Now you should able to see it. Now can you see it?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, please give me like feedback if I'm speaking too fast or too slow or some concept you don't understand. Please interrupt, okay? I won't be mad at you. I just probably gonna write down your name, and when I go to Cambodia, then I'll, you know, bother you about it. So, okay, so so I'm basically going to talk about data science, right? And I did introduce myself a little bit about who I am and what I do. So I've been, you know, working as a data scientist for like 6 years as a core data scientist, and my focus mostly are in the insurance healthcare. So do you guys familiar with health insurance? Anybody familiar with health insurance?
Just a little bit more.
Yeah. That's good. So no, so Khmer at so many incident health insurance. But I think no, so Khmer mean life insurance and then maybe car insurance. Is that right?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. So it's very similar. It's very similar method, you know. Health insurance is basically you purchase your health insurance program and then you pay the premium. You know, to some of you who live in France, I believe you have, like, you know, understanding the concept of health insurance. I think they do have health insurance over there too, right? So you buy a health insurance package and then you pay the premium, you know, depending on the program that you're buying, you pay the premium, and then when you get sick and you go to the hospital, then you're gonna have like a deductible, right? Deductible meaning like you have to pay some money out of your pocket, right? Before insurance pay the money for your healthcare expenses. So in United States, everybody, you know, have a health insurance, whether through commercial insurance or through a, you know, government insurance. Like, they ថាអ្នកខ្លះគេអត់មានថវិកាគ្រប់គ្រាន់អញ្ចឹងទៅ government គេមកគេជួយបងថ្លៃ insurance អីអញ្ចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែអ្នកដែលថាមានថវិកាគ្រប់គ្រាន់ធ្វើការគេទិញ insurance ខ្លួនគេអញ្ចឹងទៅ and then when they get sick, you know, they pay their deductible and or copay or whatnot, and after they paying for their portion, then the insurance gonna kick in and pay the rest. You know, sometimes they have like 80% or 20%. You pay 20%, 80%. You know, the insurance going to pay for your benefits and all stuff. So for me, where am I sitting in this situation? So I am sitting in the payer side. So the payer side is basically the health insurance company, okay? And then the provider side is the people who taking care of patient, take care មើលអ្នកជំងឺ okay? អ្នកជំងឺ doctor ឬក៏ health specialist who care for the patient, we call them as payer, okay? So I'm sorry, we call them as provider. provide, you know, they take care of you when you get sick and all that stuff, and then they're gonna get paid. So because you buy health insurance, you only pay a portion of it, and then the big portion the health insurance pay. So a lot of the health insurance motivative, you know, I mean, like if you are in business, can everybody tell me, if you're in business, what is the most thing that you're trying to do here? If you have a business, you know, doesn't matter what kind of business, I'm just speaking in general. Can somebody tell me, please? You know, if you get the wrong answer, I will give you, I don't know, a candy or something. It's okay that if you answer it wrong. But I'm sure you guys know the answer.
Bon, can you like repeat again the question?
Yeah, so ខ្ញុំចង់និយាយថាបើយើងធ្វើជា business បើយើងបើក business មួយតើអ្វីដែលយើងចង់បាននៅក្នុង business ហ្នឹង what is your main goal when you open your business? Do you want gain money or you want lose money? So let me give you an option. Yeah, right. You want to gain money, you want to make money, or you want to save money, right? If you lose money, what's the point for you making business, right? So health insurance company, they are trying to find different way. គេរកវិធីសាស្ត្រណាធ្វើដើម្បីកុំឲ្យគេចំណាយថវិកាទៅបងលុយច្រើនទៅអ្នកជំងឺអញ្ចឹងណា so they try to find different way to save money, right? So right now I'm just give you a high level and, you know, a high level of kind of like the business structures and the purpose and all stuff, and then I'll go into more detail about the data science and all stuff. So just give you guys kind of like a business fundamental, you know, how things work. So how do they save money, right? Do they don't pay the patient? Well, they can't, you know, because it's in contract that, you know, they buy a certain health plan, you know, it's your duty to pay X% of money to the provider, okay? So when the provider see patient, and then let's say the provider go to the doctor and the doctor look at your how, let's say they're doing a healthcare exam, right? Your physical exam every 6 months or every 1 year.គេមើលគេពិនិត្យមើលឲ្យទៅអូខេថាអូខេ you know គេពិនិត្យមើលដៃមើលជើងមើលទៅថាយើងអត់មានជំងឺនេះជំងឺនោះអញ្ចឹងទៅគេ bill គេដាក់ so they write a bill and then they send the bill to the payer, which is the health insurance. So then the health insurance will look at the bill, they evaluate to make sure everything looks good, you know, and then they would process the payment to the provider. And so that's the process. So one of the use case and example that I could give you in terms of, you know, the data science come into involve. So one of the use case, you know, I think Sok Long, right? You are interested in the use case. So one of the use case in this is that basically is like the company want to identify the company ចង់ដឹងថាតើពួក payer ណា okay ដូចថាតើ doctor ណាដែលទៅ say bill ឲ្យមក incident, right? And then how does the and then when the insurance pay គេ pay លើសឬក៏ខ្វះ okay? តាមធម្មតាបើគេ pay ខ្វះ it's not a problem, right? But then បើយើង pay លើសមានថាយើងខាតទេមានន័យយើងខាតអញ្ចឹងពួក insurance ចង់insurance company ចង់ដឹងថាតើdoctor ណាដែលយើង pay លើសបើយើងដឹងថា doctor ណាយើង pay លើសយើងនឹងអាចដូចថាសុំលុយមកវិញអូខេសុំលុយដែលយើង pay លើសនឹងមកគេវិញ ចឹងនៅស្រុកអាមេរិកនេះដល់ពេលណាយើង pay លើអញ្ចឹងគេមានដូចថាគេមានកាយវិបត្តិខ្ញុំនិយាយត្រូវទេឬក៏ they have like a record and a documentation saying okay this is how much they pay you know and then this is how much you're supposed to get paid or this is how much the provider is supposed to get paid but then actually ដូចថាឧទាហរណ៍ថាគេអស់តែ$10មែនទេ and then they បងគេបង20អញ្ចឹងវាលើស$10អញ្ចឹងយើងសុំ$10ហ្នឹងមកវិញអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងគឺជា like use case មួយប៉ុន្តែ the question is តើយើងអាចយើងធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េចព្រោះបើយើងគិតថាពីបើយើងគិតនិយាយពី incident វាច្រើន you know រាប់ម៉ឺនពាន់ claim មានន័យថា claim ហ្នឹងគឺlike គេមើលមនុស្សរាប់ម៉ឺនអ្នកមែនទេមនុស្សរាប់ម៉ឺន like millions and millions of people that go see doctors and then they file claim do you guys understand that part you all understand what I'm saying correct ព្រោះខ្ញុំអត់ចង់បន្តទៀតទេបើថាពួកយើងអត់តាន់យល់កន្លែងហ្នឹងច្បាស់បើខ្ញុំចង់និយាយថាបើថាម្នាក់ឬក៏ពីរនាក់បងលុយដូចថាយើងបងលុយទៅគេលើសយើងសុំមកគេអាហ្នឹងវាអត់មានបញ្ហាទេវាស្រួលទេម្នាក់ពីរនាក់ឬក៏10នាក់20នាក់30នាក់100នាក់វាស្រួលទេប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលណាដែលយើង involve with like thousands right 10,000 millions of records it's really hard to do and this is when the power of data science coming in okay so how does data science do it well the business come to us and say hey you know Suknain, can you help me and identify you know which provider are most likely to be overpaid អញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវការប្រើម៉ាត់ you know ប្រើ the statistics ម៉ាត់ខ្មែរយើងគេហៅម៉ាត់ខ្មែរយើងហៅគំនិតមែនទេគំនិតត្រូវទេគណិតអូខេគណិតអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើគណិតច្រើនអូខេដើម្បីស្រាវជ្រាវSo, but anyway, so you're going to use a lot of, you know, statistics, mathematics, and, you know, analyst techniques and all that stuff to resolve that. So basically, you're going to try to identify the problem. Well, what's the problem? Well, the problem is that they want to identify which provider is being overpaid, okay? Now, once you know the provider is being overpaid, it's easy for you to go to that provider and ask the money. Sometimes it's hard to ask the money back, right? But that's one of the scenario. That's one of the scenario of a use case. So then once we understand clearly what the business want, then we would, you know, basically get into our team and discuss with our group and say, okay, what kind of things could we do to help solve this problem? So let me ask you guys questions based on what I was kind of described to you. What is the problem that we are trying to solve?
For me, I think it try to identify like based on like invoice or something to check which provider that's like
overpay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the problem is we are trying to identify which provider is being overpaid. Once we know it, then we could go and ask for the money back. Right. You got it. But what kind of information do we need from them? Well, invoice could be one. That could be like considered a factor. Meaning it's like basically one information that could be influenced. You know, it could influence like the overpayment. But we want to know like what costs, you know, what kind of information costs, you know, us to pay them overpay, and how do we identify those overpayments? So then, you know, then you have to look into your data, look into the data and see what kind of information you could find, put all those information together, you build kind of like machine learning algorithm, and then you which is kind of, you know, I could use the word forecast because we have our member here that, you know, are familiar with the forecast. So basically you could forecast, you know, which provider are likely to be overpaid. So we don't know like 100% sure that that person is, we don't know like if the provider A is being overpaid, but we know a percentage. It's going to give you like a mathematical numbers, right? Say, okay, this provider, the provider A is likely to have a 90% overpay, or 13%, you know, or 50% or 70% to be overpayment. So if we build a model, so when we say building a model is like something that's representing, right? That's representing a real thing. ដូចថាយើងឥឡូវយើងគិតថាយើងមានឆ្នាំងបាយ អូខេ ឆ្នាំងបាយ អូខេ ឆ្នាំងបាយពិតប្រាកដ ហើយយើងមើលឆ្នាំងបាយហ្នឹងយើងថា អូខេ ខ្ញុំចង់ធ្វើឆ្នាំងបាយដូចឆ្នាំងបាយហ្នឹង អញ្ចឹងយើងធ្វើមិនឲ្យដោយយើង shape វាមិនដើម្បីឲ្យឆ្នាំងហ្នឹងវាដូចឆ្នាំងបាយហ្នឹង The same thing is the same concept as a model. So the model is basically you want to build a situation that very similar to the real thing, but it's going to be close enough to help you predict or forecast the information that you want. So in this scenario, you know, I want to predict which provider are likely to be overpaid. Okay, so what kind of information do I need? I will like kind of, you know, give you guys some of the information or insight later on, but this is just like, you know, kind of like a background. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this presentation now and then give you basically like a step back in terms of like the different step and high level of informations. What is the data science? Okay, so let me pause right here and see if anybody have any question for me. មានអ្នកណាគេមានសំណួរអីមកលើខ្ញុំទេ ឥឡូវខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំចាស់ណាខ្ញុំបងខ្ញុំហៅខ្ញុំថាបងណា
Yeah,បងបាទបង
Okay okay so មានអ្នកណាគេមានសំណួរអីទេបើអត់មានសំណួរទេខ្ញុំទៅមុខទៀត
I have one question, Mom. Like for like to predict that kind of like overpay or something, is it company has any rule? Like for example, if like the patient like go to check like their health, or like their rate for the payment is like around like 200 to 500 buck, or like they will have different ranking, or like we cannot do that at the insurance company?
Okay, so if I understand your question correctly, you're asking me like if there's any like cap, any limit of you know, when do we start looking at claims that have a specific amount of money? មែនទេ បងយល់សំណួរឯងអូនឯងចង់សួរបងថាតើគេមានកំណត់ចំនួនថវិកាប្រមាណដែលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមមើល claim ហ្នឹងឬក៏យើងបោះមិនថាបោះចោលយើងទុកផ្សេងឧទាហរណ៍ថាចេះថាបើម្នាក់ហ្នឹងមាន overpayment claim ហ្នឹងមានន័យថាយើងបង់លើស Okay, so បើយើងបង់លើស$5តើវាតើវា benefit like that, does it benefit you? Does it make sense for you to spend all these time ដើម្បីទៅយកពីគេ$5 ឬក៏យើងទុកអានឹងមួយ license យើងមើលតើអ្នកណាគេដែលពាក់ច្រើនដូចថា1000ឬក៏2000 3000 right ប៉ុន្តែនៅក្នុងមុខងារដែលបងធ្វើនេះគេមាន limit គេថា okay any overpayment that's over $100, let's look at that claim. Okay, claim number 1, claim number 2, all the way to like 5 million of claims. Does that make sense? បងឆ្លើយសំណួរឯងដែរឬក៏អត់ទេ
ឆ្លើយហើយមួយសំណួរមួយទៀតចង់សួរថាតកតនឹង rule បងលក្ខណៈថាតើគេមាន rule ដូចបងនិយាយចឹងវាថាលើសពី$500ឆេងហ្នឹងហើយទៅពេល cap បងប្រើ machine learning ដើម្បីទៅសិក្សាលើវាឬក៏ដំបូងឡើយយើងប្រើ basic rule ធម្មតាមានថា rule ដូចបងនិយាយមិញអញ្ចឹងវាថាលើស500បានយើងទៅឆែកមើល
Yeah តាមថាតើឲ្យតាមាន claim ដែល$100ឡើងទៅថាចង់និយាយថាបើគេបងលើស$100ឡើងទៅយើងនឹងមើល claim ហ្នឹងហើយមួយទៀតបងចង់បញ្ជាក់គឺថាកន្លែងហ្នឹងគឺជាលក្ខណៈគេហៅថា binary features okay binary feature ឬក៏ target like a target feature so target feature ហ្នឹងមានន័យថាយើងគឺជាអ្វីដែលយើងចង់បានឯង okay target feature ហ្នឹងដូចថាយើង define what's overpayment and what is not overpayment okay ចឹងមានន័យថាបើបងយកដក claim នឹងមួយឬក៏ដកមើល provider ម្នាក់ឃើញ provider ហ្នឹងយើងគេជពាក់យើង$100 អូខេបើគេជពាក់យើង$100ចឹងយើងនៅក្នុងprogram យើង label លេខ1ឬក៏លេខ0អូខេព្រោះនឹងគេហៅ binary 0និង1 so បើ 0 មានន័យថាគេអត់ជពាក់យើងទេប៉ុន្តែបើលេខ1មានន័យថាគេជពាក់យើងអញ្ចឹងពេលបង build data okay when you pull data and you building your data and prepping your data for building a model you need to identify what is your target feature so in this scenario that I'm teaching you guys the scenario is basically trying to identify overpayment or not overpayment okay so តែយើងមាន feature មួយយើងដាក់ឈ្មោះវាទៅណាដាក់ឈ្មោះវាដូចថា okay overpayment okay បើយើងមាន overpayment ហើយនៅក្នុងតារាងហ្នឹងវានឹងមានដូចថា row ទី1 row ទី1មានន័យថា provider ទី1 row ទី2 provider ទី2 row ទី3គឺ provider ទី3ទៅដល់ how many records you're looking at okay records so ក្នុងតារាងហ្នឹងយើងនឹង label ហើយតើ provider ហ្នឹង overpayment ឬក៏អត់ overpayment អញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុង data យើងហ្នឹងយើងមានដូចថា information សំណុំរឿងដែលមានអ្នកលើសអ្នកបងលើសមានអ្នកអត់បងលើសយល់បងនិយាយហ៎ so you have that information in your data and that's your target feature that you are trying to predict and then គេហៅresponse variable ហើយដល់ពេល variable ផ្សេងទៀត feature ផ្សេងទៀតអានឹងគេហៅ independent variable អានឹងជា form mathematics និង statistics ប៉ុន្តែបើយើងនិយាយពី data science គេថាអានឹងគឺជា predictor okay ឥឡូវនេះបងចង់ share ទៀតវាអត់ទៅនេះហេតុអី why it's not going let me stop sharing one more time I think it's frozen on me okay I think it's 8 p.m. Is everybody still here? Hello?
Hello, Mom.
Hi. Yeah, I know I'm kind of, we don't get to go much. Maybe the next time if you guys are having, if this is interested to you, maybe next time when we meet, we could walk through the slide here to and go further more in terms of the data science. I think like today we mostly kind of talk and get to know each other in terms of the interests and and your background, which I learned a lot about you guys, and then I was able to give you kind of like an overview about one of the use case, and I really want to kind of go through this presentation slide. Is basically the basic of data science process and methods, but right now it's 9:01 at your times. So it's supposed to be a 1-hour presentation. So I don't know what's the plan here. If you guys are still interested, I could continue. If not, we could meet next time.
For me, it's okay, but like you can like continue maybe 15 minutes more or like 30 minutes more, because like we also starting late at the time. If you have
Okay.
yeah, and
Does
for
everybody okay with that? 15 minutes?
Yes.
Let me have a feeling. Let me see here how many people are okay with me continuing 15 more minutes into the slide presentation. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep, I could continue then. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. So what I am saying so far, does that sound interesting to you guys, or am I going too slow or too fast?
So for me, it's interesting because like I never know how the process in like insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
interesting.
All right, sounds good. Let me go ahead and share. I'm sharing. You could see my screen, right? But not my PowerPoint slide.
Just like the browser.
Okay. So can you see my slide right now?
Not yet. No.
I am sharing. So you still cannot see my slide?
I just saw like your browser.
Okay, my browser.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, guys. Please bear with me because this application is new to me. I normally use like Zoom, to call overseas, or WebEx, and this is Clerk. Is that what it's called, that platform? So I'm still learning. Timot Wong share. I share, and I select the screen and I share. But then I pull my presentation over. Can you see my presentation? Or you still see my browser?
Yes, just see your browser.
Just the browser. All right, let me do one more thing. Stop and then share. Okay. This is so bad. Come on. Okay, can you see it now?
No.
We need the expert, but the expert is not here. I think he dropped. So let me try one more time. I could share the entire screen, but we don't want to do that. Share. Okay, can you see it now?
No. Well, it's still in the browser.
Yeah, that's what I did earlier. I don't know why. This trying to open the Clerk. Cancel. Stop sharing. Okay. Well, maybe I could just do the talking without you guys seeing the presentation, and then we could resume it after next time. So does that sound okay? I know you probably want to see it, my beautiful presentation here. Share.
Yeah,
Let's see here. Share. PowerPoint presentation. Still cannot see it, right?
yeah, Bong. I cannot see.
That is not cool. That is not cool. Okay, let's try this. Can you see it now?
Yeah, Bong. Right now I can
You
see.
can see it?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna do the share screen. I'm gonna just share it like this. Well, let me do this. Yeah, I'm having a difficulty of like switching slide right now. It's like the internet, it's very bad right now. It's not going through. So maybe I won't do these type
Yeah.
of a slideshow, but I'll share like this.
Yeah, Bong.
Okay. So let me talk about the introduction to data science, right? So data science is a disciplinary field that utilize scientific method, algorithms, and system to analyze, right, and extract insight from data. And I'll talk about like maybe the difference between like, okay, what's the difference between data science and data analytics in a few minutes. And then the other concept that I want to mention here is that, it is important in the digital age, right? We are in our digital age right now because everything is involved in, internet and, computers everywhere, and I don't know if some of you guys are very familiar with ChatGPT. It's also another application that were generated from the OpenAI, which is a company that generating the ChatGPT, which, it's a great tool, but also it's people could kind of like, step back a little bit about the tools as well. But anyway, so that's a little bit about basically in a high level of a data science. And in data science, we look into like different type of like life cycle in data science. So the overview data science process would be involved in problem. Definitely, like, you identify what type of problem you want to solve. And then data collection, what type of data do you want to collect to resolve the business issues? And then you spend, a lot of people were talking about like you spend most of your like 75 or 80% of your time when you do data science is basically data cleaning, data wrangling, putting the data together and to come up with a clean data so that you could feed into a specific algorithm to predict or to solve the problem that you're trying to resolve. And then you do a lot of analysis and seeing, what type of informations or features or the predictors that would be predictive, to our target variable or target features. So basically, for example, right, we talk about the insurance. So our target is the overpayment. We're trying to identify whether a person is overpay or not overpay. So overpay, meaning we're gonna label 1, and not overpay, we're gonna label 0. So then we could look at like the different type of association, statistic, they talk about correlations, what type of things that would influence, right? Would influence your overpayments, is the provider normally writing the wrong diagnosis code. Like diagnosis code is a concept of like, when you go see the doctor, then doctor gonna say, okay, យើងកើត មហារីក ឬក៏យើងកើត diabetes ទឹកនោមផ្អែម អានឹងគេហៅ diagnosis. So ហើយប៉ុន្តែគេមានអក្សរ គេមាន letter គេមាន I will maybe next time I could bring some example to show you. So they have like a diagnosis code, and they have like millions and millions of different code that representing a specific condition. So បើនៅក្នុងសំណុំរឿងដែលយើងកំពុងតែមើលហ្នឹងណាហើយដល់ពេលយើងធ្វើ analysis, if it's saying like a specific diagnosis code, they tell okay, a lot of provider bill like cost and overpayment មកពី the say code ខុស ឬក៏ the say that code diabetes. So then we're gonna say, okay, well, people who have a diabetes coding normally we influence overpayment. So that would be considered a predictor. So that would be one of predictor that may cause an overpayment. ចឹងមានន័យថាបើយើងសាវជ្រាវឃើញថាអូខេឲ្យតែឃើញ diagnose code ជា diabetes, it's going to say we have higher likelihood of people having an overpayment. But that's only one features, right? But then you're gonna look at other features. So basically feature, it's more like a historical information about the person's past experience or past life. Does that make sense? So data science, normally when you predict, you need your prior information in order for you to predict the future. Okay. So we talk about analysis, and then we also when you get your data and prep, and then when you get the result, you're gonna want to interpret your result. When you analyze the data and you're using what type of visualizations, like a Matplotlib or Tableau or Seaborn, those are different type of packages in scikit-learn that you could utilize to analyze and visualize your data. Okay. So also like in data science, normally the popular tool that we use to do our analysis and to do data wrangling, putting our data together, two programs that most popular are Python and R. So Python is a programming language, okay, that utilizing the program, and you could manipulate it, by using Panda data frame and pulling the data, and then you could, analyze your data and do data manipulation through that. Similar with R, but R is not as, popular in the data science community because Python program is more robust. And it's also more flexible. You could do a lot of different things, not just doing data science type of work, data wrangling, but you also could do like web scraping, getting, extracting data from the web and all that stuff. And I did mention about the data visualizations, the three popular tools to use for visualizations. I mean, like most of the time for me, I use Matplotlib and Seaborn to visualize my data, and then Tableau. So Tableau is more like the data analytics. So they use Tableau a lot to display the data. So for us, the data science, we kind of lazy, you know, so kind of quick and dirty, and we get what we needed in terms of like move on to the next process. So we use Matplotlib and Seaborn. So the Matplotlib, you know, basically looks something like this. You could do your graph, and you know, you want to go into more fancy thing, you have to write more complication code to get your visualizations. And then the Seaborn, you know, it's more kind of like this is like a display of a sorry, it's like kind of an example of a Seaborn type of graph. Okay, so the real world application, so data science, you could, so if you learn data science, right? So it's just like one tools that you learn and you could apply it to many different disciplinary, meaning that you could go work in any other company if you know data science, right? And the tricky part is the business domain. So what I mean by the business domain is that in the field that you are working in. So let's say if you are in the financial, like the banking, so that would be the banking domain, right? So you need to understand the banking informations and you know the concept of banking, and then you could apply data science to resolve any issues that the business want you to resolve. And also you could do it in healthcare, you know, like I give an example of health insurance, or you also could do it in the healthcare setting, like, you know, maybe they trying to find like the likelihood of people are having a heart disease, you know, or the likelihood of a person who has a diabetes, or what is the likelihood of a person who are not taking the medication regularly. There's so many different type of use case that you could use data science to help resolve that. Even in the business, or let's say if you want to open a hang a deal, okay, but you want to open hang a deal, you could look at a specific location. Okay, which is the best location to open? You know, you want to open at the corner locations or inside of the store or whatnot. And then if you have the data, that could help you find insight and information about that perspective. Okay. So I think, am I still good with time, guys? Or right now we are 8:19.
I think we almost reach out the time.
Yeah, we could just pause right here, and then maybe we could meet next time to continue. And then I could, the next time we meet, if you guys are still interested, I could do some live show in terms of like the coding perspective. I think you might be more, some of you might be interested in terms of like, you know, the platform and the coding that we use to write and extracting the data. So what I'm showing you here, this is called the Visio Code. It's a text editor that you could write your Python and read in the data and pull in the data and doing data manipulations and all that stuff. So, yep, I think for now, I think it's good. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with information, but we could pick up the next time we meet. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for your time. I will hopefully see you next time.
Thank you, Bong, for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Bong. Thank you very much.
Yeah, bye-bye.